Hello everyone, I'm Chestrook44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Geneforge 4. Well, we actually managed to find our way through the Mirkwood and managed to clear out one of the problems that was in there, but there's still more that needs to be done. I think actually next up we're now going to head into Penta just to take a look, since it's another town, and why not? It might prove interesting. Ah, there's Kratoa Kel right over there, that's where we're gonna have to go eventually. For now, though, let's head into Penta, see what we can find over there. We might find something interesting. Well, there's serviles guarding here. You enter the settlement of Penta. It looks like a peaceful farming and logging community, occupied by serviles. Only serviles. There are no humans in sight. Even the guards are serviles, armed with blades and batons. This is as much of a testimonial to how much the rebellion has disrupted the old Shaper's ways as you could imagine. Any independent servile would once have been harshly punished, let alone a whole town of them. A truly loyal Shaper would destroy this place immediately. And yet it is being tolerated. When the serviles see you enter, they are clearly nervous. They don't make any threatening moves or block your movement, but they watch you very carefully. I can imagine. While the Penta guards aren't going to stop you from exploring, they are watching you very carefully. They seem to believe that you're going to go kill crazy at any moment. Penta, we are peaceful. Take herd creations to main hall. Well, okay then. We'll be fine. Hello? Who's this? As you enter the servile village, you pass a traveler going the other way. She is a lone woman, perhaps in her late 20s. Her traveling clothes are recently cleaned but heavily worn. You would be concerned about a woman traveling alone on the roads of the Meritev, but you immediately sense the power she holds. As you instantly detect the essence that charges her, she detects the same in you. You look at each other closely. She seems familiar, but you can't tell from her enigmatic smile if she recognizes you or not. Greetings, traveler. Who are you? She raises her eyebrows. Her faint smile doesn't change. Is time short? Must we be so blunt? I am called Greta. I have heard of you. That is something I'm sure you are tired of hearing, but we who have mastered essence come to know each other very quickly. To head off your next question, I am a warrior for the rebellion. I am traveling and learning what I can of the Meritev. You seem familiar. Do you know who I am? You don't seem familiar. Perhaps I have met you. I met many in my travels, but I can't be sure. You have no idea if she is telling the truth or not. What are you trying to learn? I have heard things about Councilor Astoria, about her intentions, about her differences with the rest of the council. I came to see if those rumors are true. If so, I may be able to get the Dracons to listen to reason. There is a first time for everything. What is Astoria doing? Greta waves at the village of Penta. She doesn't elaborate. Tell me about the rest of the council. When you spend your entire life believing that your kind is all-powerful and that none can ever challenge you, it can be a great shock to realize that this is not the case. All empires must fall. Some of the council act like wounded animals. As any hunter can tell you, there is little more unpredictable or dangerous. Tell me about the Dracons. When they have shaped themselves too much, remade themselves too much, gained too much raw innate power, this can make someone arrogant, prone to fury. It can even cause amnesia. She gives the last word extra emphasis. She clearly knows more about you than she lets on. Where are you going now? I return to Gazaki Us. I have learned enough. Perhaps I will see you again. I would not be surprised. You look like the sort that travels. Gazaki Us? South, where the lords of the Dracons live. She doesn't elaborate. There's something else I'd like to know. No, I think it would be best for you to spend time pondering what you are learning now. You will be contacted again, if you live. With a final bow, she turns and walks away. She is alone and lightly armed, but you pity anyone who angers her as she travels south. Well, Greta. I didn't see that coming. Time out, Grove. Only caretakers enter. Time out, Grove? Whips and chains? I'm guessing hostile creations in there. You hear snarling and hissing in the grove ahead. Angry and unstable creations are put here while the serviles decide whether they can be calmed. Meat is thrown into the entrance and the rogues can fight over it. If you enter, you might be confused for the next meal. Sure, let's go in and take a look. After all, I'm sure we can take care of these. Shouldn't be too hard, I imagine. Stay away. There we are. Up. More creations down there. Hello. I like how it's called the Time Out Grove. It's an interesting way to name it. Ooh, a Roamer Fang. I think that... there's only 3 left, actually. No biggie. And... there we are. Haha. Oh no, there's 4. Interesting. That one might die from the poison. Maybe. Nope. Jeez, clawbugs are resistant to poison. I find that very interesting. Very interesting. Oh well, that's the last of them. Ooh, living tool and gold ring. And in this nest... some venom thorns. We now have 10! Yay! I think I might get rid of the, other thing. Let's see. Something up here with... No, I think we'll be fine without using 4 living tools. Thank you! Let's see. Regular servile. You try to speak with the serviles in the field. They act friendly enough, but their speech is so crude and simple that you can't talk to them. Their speech is so crude, in fact, that you soon suspect that they are pretending to be unable to talk to get you to go away. Fair enough, I guess. Ah, someone here. Penta sees a reasonable number of merchant caravans. Some come here to trade with the serviles. Others pass through while taking the longer, safer route around the Mara Fen. One enterprising human has built a shop here to trade with the passing caravans. He seems happy to see you until he realizes that you are a wandering warrior, not a merchant.
Ah, hello. I am Arango. This is my shop. I buy and sell to travelers. Just a merchant, not a rebel. How can I help you? I think I'll be closing soon.
How long has this shop been open?
Not long. I came here after Penta was formed. The serviles, they welcomed me, and I like them well enough, but not many of them have a knack for business. It's how they were made.
You like serviles?
They are friendly, not violent, eager to help when I need it. It's what got me to come here in the first place. They are preferable to humans in some ways.
Well, just so long as you stay out of cars. That's probably true. What would the Shapers think of this town? He starts to look very nervous.
I would never speak for a Shaper. I don't know what they would think. Just a shopkeeper, that's all I am.
Serviles can't do business?
Oh, I'm sure some can, and I'm sure some can pick up the knack as time goes on, but it's not the sort of training the Shapers gave them.
I suppose it makes a little sense. Arango acts the part of a friendly, courteous shopkeeper, and yet understandably he is worried about the heavily armed stranger he has just found browsing his shop. What do you have to sell? Quite a bit of stuff. A nice variety, actually. Nothing we need, though. Yeah, I just want to sell this gold coin. Where do you get your goods from?
From the serviles here. They make things. And from the merchants and refugees that pass through. I buy broken things. Things they need to sell for money. And sometimes I buy things Learned Dominic asked me to get for him.
Is there anything I can locate for you?
Well, normally I wouldn't say, but Learned Dominic said you weren't a bad sort. Not totally against the rebellion, I mean. Dominic asked me to find papers for him. Shaper papers, research notes. If you can bring any to me, I'll pay for them. If you can find enough, there will be a special bonus for you.
This is an interesting request. Passing Shaper knowledge to outsiders is the sort of thing that really makes Shapers angry. It would, however, impress the rebellion. I don't need anything.
Alright, thank you. Closing soon. Good day!
Right, Shaper notes to steadily get more, stuff. Oh, can't disarm that. Okay, fine. Won't bother. This is... looks like an old... yeah, not getting anything out of there with those watching. Yeah, so speak with him and I'll be able to improve my reputation with the rebels. Oh, this is a big structure here. This must be the main hall that was mentioned, I'm guessing. Most likely. This is a hospital. Wounded and sick creations are brought here to be tended to. There is a table for surgery and beds and nests for recuperation. Perhaps the serviles here even try to calm rogue creations. If they do, you doubt that they make too much effort. The rebels have no more patience with a savage, hostile creation than the Shapers do. Servile vet. There are 2 serviles in this infirmary, treating wounded creations and caring for them until they recover. They are polite, but distant when you speak with them. They don't offer you any pods or medical care. Well, considering I'm a human and they're veterinarians, that does kind of make a bit of sense. Looking around. This creation is wounded. Someone brought it here for medical care. There are bowls of food and water nearby. It lies on the floor and rests. Oh. It's nice to see them, you know, doing care for the creations and the like. It's really a good thing. I'm glad to see that. And in here, bandages, beds. I'm gonna leave them. Ah, that guy looks important. Learned Dominic. This hall is surprisingly luxurious. The serviles here have learned something from the Shapers. They are trying to look like more than just savages or peasants. There is a servile sitting at the head of the long table. He is well into adulthood, in that long, vague period when it is impossible to accurately guess the servile's age. He is, or convincingly acts, very calm and confident. After offering you a beverage, he says, "Welcome to Penta. I am Learned Dominic. I guide the free serviles here. Yes, I said free serviles. Councillor Astoria allows us to live our lives on this land." "Greetings. I would like to speak with you." Learned Dominic nods. "Astoria's servants move quickly. We have already received word of your arrival. She would like for us to deal with you. She hinted that you could be useful. We are free and independent creatures, but we are not fools. Our resources are limited, and we do face challenges. We need a mercenary. We would pay you well if you can assist us." "Tell me about this colony." "It was created with permission from Councillor Astoria, one of 2 servile colonies in the Meretev. Our existence is not a secret, but Astoria does not shout it from the rooftops either. We are not rebels here. Our whole point is to simply exist." "Why did Astoria allow this?" "I think she is trying to communicate something to the rebels, both the Dracons and the rebellious humans. Something about her intentions." "And what does Astoria want?" "I will not put words into the mouth of the Councillor. Anything she wants you to know, she will tell you." "Tell me about the other servile colony." "It is called Kaz. It is at the far end of the Meretev from here. It is a good bit more martial than we are. I am sure that Astoria has her reasons for choosing the serviles who could form that colony. Otherwise, I would have to conclude that she made a mistake." "Your point is to exist? What do you mean?" "I think that Astoria is trying to show that serviles can live by themselves without immediately turning savage. I wish to show the same thing. The other free servile colony, Kaz, believes that freedom can only be taken. That is what they symbolize by choosing that name for their settlement. That is why we call this place Penta." "Please explain." "It is the creation myth of us free serviles. The rebellion, the stories go, began on a forgotten island where abandoned creations found a cache of lost Shaper magic. There were 2 cities, Penta and Kaz. Each wanted to do a different thing with the magic. The creations of Kaz wished to take control of it and fight the Shapers. The creations of Penta wanted to master it, and in doing, prove to the Shapers that they were worthy of freedom." "What happened then?" "According to the tale, the Shapers found them. They destroyed everyone, peaceful and not. Only a few escaped, but those few formed the seeds of the rebellion." To be honest, there is probably not even the slightest scrap of truth in this tale, but the symbols of it are powerful. It really is interesting the way the truth of what happened gets twisted over time into myth. I mean, we do know there were 3 serviles: Pentil, Kazk, and Vakiri. And the way they spin it, Kaz and Kazk, yeah, those were still the takers. But Penta, the tale they tell of Penta sounds like a cross between Pentil and Vakiri. It's very interesting in a way. Where Learned Dominic sits carefully at the table. At least he acts calm. If the serviles here were truly at ease, there wouldn't be so many guards here. They look ready to attack in a moment. "Where are you from?" "I was born in the Ashen Isles, where the rebellion truly began. I was raised by free serviles. I was taught proper language, like a civilized creature. But origins are not as important as deeds. Now I work to make all serviles have the choices and wisdom available to me." "How do you do that?"
By leading this colony, by being civilized, by being peaceful, by helping serviles who want to be free escape the cruel lash of the Shapers. And someday, I imagine, I will die protecting this place from a wandering Shaper who takes it upon him or herself to purge this nest of rogues. I am searching for something called the Shadow Road. Can you tell me about it? Learned Dominic thinks for a moment. Astoria suggested that I be open with you, but there are some things it is not safe to discuss, not until you have proven that you are willing to help us. You want me to help you? We of Penta are fair. We trade. We ask for no charity. When we need help, we will pay fairly for it. There are two problems we face. We don't have the forces to protect ourselves and to deal with them. We would like to pay for your help. What is the first task? Because Astoria has told us to ask for your help, I will make no secret of the fact that we help unhappy serviles escape from the Nodai coast. We have created a secret tunnel through the Nodai Pass. Its eventual discovery is inevitable, but we will get as many serviles through as we can. The problem is that something has happened in the tunnel. Nobody has come through in weeks. We have not been able to slip warriors in to find out why. I would like for you to go southwest to the Nodai Pass, enter the hidden tunnel, and eliminate whatever is blocking it. Are you sure that the Shapers haven't discovered it? Counselor Astoria knows that the tunnel exists, but she doesn't know where. She says that they haven't found it. I believe that she would know. How do I enter the tunnel? Enter the Nodai Pass. There is a camp at the east end. When the guards are far away, go down the path south from the camp. Watch the west wall for a rock outcropping. Press that stone and the way in will open. Fair enough. What is the second task? We are peaceful creatures. We trade food and tools to the farms and settlements nearby, or at least the ones who have survived. However, we have lost several caravans to bandits. The bandits hide in the fen to the southeast. They claim to be led by an infamous rogue named Benhold, though I personally doubt that this legendary Benhold even exists. Whether Benhold exists or not, these bandits definitely do. I need them rooted out. We can't afford to lose much more to them. Have you fought the bandits? We might have, but we cannot find them. They are well hidden in the fen to the southeast. If we knew how to reach them, I would lead an attack on them myself. They have hurt several of us. Badly. Any idea of how I might find them? I have one idea. There is another, less violent group of thugs down the road to the east. These rogues often talk to each other, and extort each other. The closer band of brigands is wise enough to not attack us. They might know how to reach a larger group. Okay. The bandits... We already have a quest to take care of them. That's going to be easy. Helping the serviles escape in Nodai Pass, that's also going to be fairly simple and easy to do, I think. We'll do that eventually, although first we need to take a look through the rest of the fens here, in my opinion anyway. Let's see, what's in here? You know what, I think we'll leave this be. Excuse me, please. Thank you. Let's see. South exit leads to... below Nodai Pass. Interesting. Right. Looking to the east here. Let's see. Little home with just a random servile in it. Okay. Ah, he's sleeping. Rest well, little servile. And this... I'm going to guess that, that it's out in there somewhere. The Shadow Road, that is. Let's see. I'm going to leave that be. Does that say... locked storeroom? Yeah, I have a feeling the other side of the Shadow Road is over there. A new visitor. What? Asiel. Then it grabbed my leg. There are several servile warriors here, talking and drinking with a pair of human warriors. They aren't part of the Shaper army. They might be freelance rogue hunters, tracking down mad creations for pay. They invite you to join them, have a drink and some stew, and trade battle stories. After your reception elsewhere, they are surprisingly friendly. Well, that sounds good. That said, I think that's about it for this area. Pretty simple area, if you ask me. Comparatively short, I think. But you know what? I'm fine with it. Also, I'm going to sell the thorn baton and drop the thorns. Because we have other thorns and a different baton, and it makes room. Anyway, next episode I think we'll head to the southeast to, you know, clear out what we can find. In help, in assistance and the like. Because...
Hey, we're nice like that. Bandits first, I think. But that'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I am Chester44. That is E, King, and Shuriken. This has been a Geneforge 5 Let's Play, and I will see you all next time.